What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to SellerAmp Seller Hour. As a reminder, if you're new, we're live every Monday, 5, Tuesday, Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern. You guys can hit the little bell, that kind of thing. If you want to know when we're live, come drop your questions, that kind of thing. And yeah, let us know who we got today. Let us know who's in chat. Let us know what questions you guys got. And then we like doing some ASIN reviews on SellerAmp Seller Hour too. So if you have a specific product you want us to take a look at, let us know what you got.
Oh yeah. So y'all send the ASINs and the buy cost if you want us to really be able to gauge it the best way possible in the chat, and we'll take a look here as well. Cool. What's up, Essentials here? Hey, says, hey man, any tips on what to do as a beginner seller and trying to get ungated in products? Yeah. So the nice thing is that just watch one of our ungating tutorials. That's going to bring you up to speed pretty quick on the whole ungating process, right? And then in terms of like finding your first couple winning products, just take a look at some of our beginner sourcing guides. Strictly focus on storefront stalking. A ton of new sellers waste a ton of time trying to do manual sourcing. So like going on to Target or going on to Kohl's and looking for winning products, right? When storefront stalking, you see strictly tons and tons and tons of examples of stuff that you already know sells quick. It's already vetted. They're already technically winning products. And all you have to be able to do is make the numbers work from a profitability perspective right there. So storefront stalking, watch our videos to see the process of that. Start out storefront stalking from the winning products you see in our videos, right? And then we have a free Facebook group and a free Discord group you should totally join too as well to just start interacting with other sellers.
Yeah. Just sling some auto ungated stuff while you're getting started, though. We both have good videos show you how to find all those. Let's see. Israel is saying, does wholesale have better margins than OA? In general, no, because the trade-off is a lot of work up front for you to be able to buy a whole bunch in bulk with lower margin. So it's more of like a cash. If you have a lot of cash, that's the game, right? OA has better margins in general because you're jumping through more hoops on average to find like each product, but you're getting rewarded for that basically. Yeah. You can scale both however you enjoy. So it's just kind of whatever your personal skill set's better for.
Yeah, that's what you'll learn the longer you make money online is that basically every business model work. Business models don't fail, people fail. Business models don't succeed, people succeed. Right. So whatever you put a lot of concerted effort into is what's going to yield, big results and everything here.
Yeah. I think also people have a big misconception on wholesale buying prices. Generally, the prices are higher wholesale because with OA, you're using a discounted gift card and a coupon and you're hitting the right sale, that kind of thing. A lot of times you'll find like Walmart prices are barely above wholesale from big distributors and that kind of thing.
Initially, and then over time, you hope to get some of those bulk discounts and maybe exclusive relationships or just relationships directly with the brand, which will lower your buy cost down as well too. Adrian says lock in on the miles free course in the FOP videos. Yes, sir. That's facts.
Sure. What up, Adrian? Good to see you again. Always got good vibes.
Yes, sir. Oh, always. Yeah. Says, how much money would I need for help from him? I'm still waiting on my LLC approval. Yeah, so basically in terms of formal help, so we both have links in our descriptions about what you could do in terms of that, but we got tons of good free stuff out there. And if you do want, formal help, you want to work together one-on-one or anything like that, Jose, just take a look at the link in the description. Love to get you more info on that.
Yep. So Priscilla, you said help and then corrected to hello.
Okay. Vibes. Okay. Cool. All right, sweet. Let's take a look here. So yeah, y'all drop some ASINs and we'll analyze them for you guys in the chat here.
Yeah. So I think we might have looked at this yesterday, but you said you got a $21 buy cost now, which is too high. If you can get it lower, like maybe you can discount a gift card or get a coupon or so down to $17.50. Then we can check and see if it's like reseller friendly beyond that, which it seems like it is.
Yeah.
You can see like the new offer count fluctuating a good amount. That usually means people are coming in, selling out, that kind of thing. And then the only other thing I'm curious on, just because it is such a new listing, sometimes these listings can, they might be like a brand that IP complains and they just haven't caught on to that particular listing yet. So especially on new listings, I like to pop open several other listings, and this actually could be a great example why, because I see the brand sells that one.
Yeah.
See that one. So this brand is probably pretty serious. Yeah, this brand's pretty serious about their Amazon presence. So the chances that they find that listing and either shut it down or kick everybody off are pretty high. especially considering your profit is really, really low. I wouldn't take the risk. I don't know why that Amazon page is gone, but
let's see here. We got a bunch of good keys coming in. So when should you bring on a VA to help source? So Warner, you're like the king of VAs, and you have a really good answer for this question too. So when do you think people should bring on a VA?
I don't think I want that title, but
king of VA. Okay, you are a phenomenal employer. Employees that help you out.
Yeah, shocking. So the main litmus test is do you know where you'd spend another 40 hours a week, and is money your bottleneck? Right? If you know where you'd spend the time and money is not your bottleneck, then it should be a no-brainer. If you don't know how to, you don't know where you'd source another 40 hours a week. You don't know where you'd save yourself some admin time for at least 20 to 30 hours a week, that kind of thing. It's not worth it yet. You can keep doing it on your own.
Yep. Billy says, if the BSR is top 1%, but it only sells 5 to 10 times a month, would that be a buy considering 3 to 5 sellers with not too much movement, but some on the offer chart? Yeah. So don't really worry about the BSR percent. Focus a lot more on just the overall BSR and then the movement on the offer count. So that bottom keep a chart right there. So if there's not too much movement, I'd say I would probably stay away from that, Billy, because like you might be looking at a clothing, shoes, jewelry item, and that's a ginormous category that there's tons of junk in, right? So yeah, basically. Yep. So focus on that offer count movement.
JB's got another product we can check out here. So you go ahead and pop that up here.
Boom, boom.
David said, sorry, I'm late. You can start now.
What's up, David? Don't worry about it, family. Don't worry about it.
What's up, David? Sweet. So I don't know if we have a buy cost on this, but super stable, which I love. Pretty solid seller count. It seems like the same seller has been on it for a long time, but that's not really a red flag here because they're probably just a third-party seller. We can confirm that, though. It's just Chetty seller, that kind of thing. Might be a wholesale product just based on the feedback counts of everyone. Seems like they're completely focused on pets. Is that like a marketplace I've never heard of before?
Chetty?
No, it's just a big Amazon store. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if we can quickly track it down. In terms of like consistency and profit and everything like that, just keep in mind, make sure you have the shipping baked in on y'all's SellerAmp. Because in this case, it's going to make a big difference because it's like a 7-pound item, which in this case is going to make sure we don't forget about $4 in extra expense. You can also see it up there. It's like a 7-pound product. So if you're paying like 12-ish for this, which I would be maybe a little surprised for 2 bags, then I would go for it. Seems like one of these bags is usually 12. So or actually one 2-pound bag is usually 12. So I think it would be hard to create enough margin to get that low, but if you have a good source like that, then rip it for sure.
Yeah, just in terms of like the chart, that this is not a bad item whatsoever. It's probably wholesale though, if I had to guess.
Yeah, just based on the feedback count of everyone on the listing, because you can also see like 34,000, 2019, and then this guy, but his price doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, probably a big wholesale item to be honest. Buying directly from the brand, that kind of thing, maybe.
Boom, boom, boom. Makes sense here. To goats, appreciate you, Santiago. So, let's see. Northwest Florida. Oh, we got some interesting IP complaint. I still don't get those. Can anyone explain to me what they are and why they aren't just restricted? Yeah, so that's a very good question, Priscilla, on why they aren't just restricted. And sometimes like brands that sell wholesale will wholesale the people they haven't, or will IP complaint the people they haven't authorized, basically, if that makes sense.
You're on the sweet. Yeah. Good work, JB.
Thanks for the insight. Yes, sir. Yeah. Got you right there. Nice stormtrooper vibe there as well. Let's see. We pulled up this essentials ace in here. Was that the one?
It is not pulling anything up. So
I think he said he's in the UK, so that could be the
okay. I'll go to UK.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, true. Actually, now I think because we could pull the same data. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. We have so I'm obviously doing all the UK data as well. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna assume it's UK because there's nothing in the US for it. You can pop it up here.
Boom,
Looks
boom.
private label off first glance. Let's see. That's the store name. Different seller name actually. Let's see what other interesting. Oh, it's because I'm in Yeah, I need to like switch between like the UK or
Damn,
whatever.
I never even seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never ran it.
Pretty new listing. It looks private label to me. But you know, I don't know anything about like UK brands and that kind of thing. So, yeah, like
Here we
just
go.
based on the listing, the fact there's only one seller, it's pretty new. It
It's
looks
brand
private label.
new.
I would probably
Yeah,
avoid
40
that.
days old. Yeah.
Yep. See, can you split a bundle and sell each unit individually? If there's a listing for it, then yeah, absolutely. A lot of times that's like the only way to make some items profitable. Like there's a lot of times we'll buy like a 2 or a 3 pack from retailer, get the right coupon code, that kind of thing, and we'll rip it open and SKU label each individual unit. And as long as customers getting what they are expecting, then there's no reason for them to say anything about it.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Where do we go through the cost of our shipping materials when doing FBM or FBA? Are you including that 60 to 80 cents MISC fees should be included somewhere, and how much should it be? Yeah. So honestly, like 60 to 80 cents of MISC fee, like I'm not really sure what you're doing if you're spending that much. Like with FBA, the box will end up being like cents per unit. The poly mailers actually literally are cents per unit. And then boxes for FBM will be a little bit more expensive on a per unit basis because it's one box per product with FBM directly to the customer, right? But in that case, you just want to do it essentially counted in the shipping that you add for the FBM cost right there. So TLDR, basically, they're already included. Yeah.
Why card discounts so low lately? It's just like different some different marketplaces just have like different sales and that kind of thing going on. And they're not right now. But there's still lots of good websites with discounts. I would just say it's like Walmart mostly that
went way down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Home Depot went down a little bit. But the big thing is if you look at where Walmart was compared to a month ago, it's incredibly down. But if you look at where it was compared to a year ago, it's incredibly consistent. And that's the nice thing about Card Bears. You can see those historical gift card. I'll pull up an example of this. You can see the historical gift card prices over time right here, which makes it very, very simple.
Yeah, talking about Walmart and Target. Yeah, that's just there was a specific retailer like you were able to get that through.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's like a rewards program kind of thing that was causing that.
So we can see like Target here, like we can see like Target, while it's way down month over month here, it's pretty consistent with where it's been for honestly at this point, like over a year, right? And then Walmart, though, if we go over here on Card Bear, Walmart's significantly lower than, I mean, Walmart fell off a cliff.
There, yeah, it's never been that low. That's very interesting.
But then for like the past year, so in July it went high too.
Yeah, usually it's like 5 to 10.
Yeah, 5 was where it was for so long. Yeah, and then we absolutely mooned in, I guess, like the first quarter of the year, basically, and then peaked in, late Q1, and then now we're significantly lower than where we were right there. Let's see here. We got some more ASINs here. Spider. All right.
Yeah, Alexandra was asking if they issue IP on this brand. Let's dig in. So I see a couple recent sellers here. Whenever you see a super flat price line, it is kind of one of those like, okay, this might be a private label kind of thing. But we can definitely dig in on more listings. That's what you'll really just want to do when you haven't heard of a brand before. Like I'll just search for that product name and open up the first like 5 to 10 and see who's selling it. So like Amazon's on this one. That doesn't necessarily mean it's private label though. You can also check like the variations on some of these. Let's see.
Ooh, slow.
So it's that same seller on a lot of these.
Amazon on it too. Probably not good. It's high rank too, 700K.
Yeah, the listing Alexandra sent was pretty good. Let me see. The underwear, whatever you're coming from. Let's see. Like this one sells pretty well. Like this looks solid to me. You can see like lots of third-party sellers on it. No one's ever gotten
that one's
like aggressively kicked off. This looks like a great arbitrage listing there. Let's see. Most of these just don't sell very well. Let's see. This one sells a little bit better. One seller. And then on these with variations, you can usually see if like the buy box is fluctuating on a lot of the different listings. It's probably reseller friendly. So I want to compare like the flat ones to the ones that kind of have some oscillation there. Let's see. So it's sold by Lucky 21, but it's not the brand, so I'm not really that worried about it. It's a big retailer. let's see, 42K feedback is crazy.
Damn, that is crazy.
Yeah. So they're just selling a bunch of different random stuff. I don't really think this is a private label seller or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't think so at all.
It looked wholesale to me based on the ASIN count is kind of what I'm going off of. That would be insane to launch that many private labels. What
Very,
like
very rich?
How many would it be? Yeah, like over 6,000 private labels. It's probably wholesale. But yeah, I don't think it looks like IP to me. And if you're getting that one profitably, then I would go for it. Let's see. You got one to list for. Yeah, you don't need to worry about what it's wanting you to list products for. You want to worry about what they actually sell for.
Yep. Yeah. Keep a for that. I feel like I should test buy a box. Not 100% sure because in the past month, one seller. They might have been the only seller though. Can you please show us how to connect pirate ship with Amazon account? Selling cost with Amazon starts at $6.99 upwards. Oh, so you have an FBM order that they're charging a little bit more money for than you think you should be paying there. You actually don't. I don't think they
can't link them.
Yeah.
You also there's no real like merchant fulfilled shipping advantages except for people that ship a ton of the same thing and they have a contract with their local USPS or UPS, that kind of thing. So you don't need to worry about connecting it to pirate ship because the prices on there are generally more expensive than Amazon anyway, except for really heavy products. So like on yours, if it would be you're looking for a really light or like probably a really light product if it's starting at 7. In your case, you probably overpromised on delivery time, and now you don't have like the cheapest options left because Amazon wants you to get it there on the delivery time you promised. So you need to tweak your merchant fulfilled settings. We both have good videos. Just look up merchant fulfilled settings, miles, FOP, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, right here I am. Got you, Priscilla here. Yeah, see most gurus are not honest enough to admit the digging in the local trash box for the boxes method. For that, I must say that's a stream special for today. Just using big boxes for FBA with a few SKUs make products in that box have lower fees per unit. Yeah, for sure. So the limit is 25 inches on any side. So the ones from Walmart are fire that are 24 by 16 by 19. Or if you want to get fancier, the goated ones are the U-line, the FBA special, the 24 by 24 by 24 ones. Right there. We used to use those at the warehouse back in the day. Those are fire. Absolute fire.
Yeah, Essentials got another ace here. This one's pretty easy. Yes, super simple in here. This is the brand name. This Lep Wings. They are also on the listing. Easy, don't compete. That's just kind of a good rule of thumb there.
Yeah. So whenever you see those seller names, that's the brand name. Or even if you're just storefront stock and you click open and they only carry one brand, or they carry a couple brands, but the only seller in all those brands are one. It's just them. Means they're private label, so you want to avoid that. Right here. What's up, Cadian? Appreciate you, family. Appreciate you being here. Cadian? Oh, yeah. So whatever questions y'all got, you guys make sure to let us know. We're here to help, here to answer your questions, make things easier for you guys and everything. I did post a really good video today on merchant fulfilled sourcing. So specifically doing product research just for merchant fulfilled friendly products on there. So you guys should check that out after this as well. It'll show you like FBM shipping cost, what shipping supplies you need to use. All that kind of stuff right there. So make a big difference for you guys right there that are looking to get some sales quicker, see some cash flow quicker, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, there's also a video I threw up on the SellerAmp channel a second ago. You got a lot of you guys probably might not even know there's content on the SellerAmp and Boxum YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out as well. I also uploaded like a 2.5-hour video on Monday, so if you didn't see that already.
There. Good video on the tariff. Hey, appreciate you, family. Hey, the people are asking for a little Uncle Flip's news report on the tariff situation. So I made one a couple of days ago. So yeah, y'all check that out if you haven't already. But yeah. What's up, Eli? I was thinking about you the other day because I was talking to Thomas. There. That's what's up.
That's good, man.
Favorite Oro says, thanks, Miles. I watched your new video a few minutes ago. I have 1 day shipping process on my Amazon seller account. Then on SellerAmp, $7 for FBM. After scanning ROI, I get $3 profit. Yeah, so you can't just set it to $7 on every product because products weigh different weights. So if you guys go to howtofbm.com, you'll see a specific guide that'll break down the different FBM shipping costs for the different weights. It's very, very important to have that dialed.
Yep. What's up? So I said, wondering why you got flagged as a low shipping rate. I assume 50%. You probably shipped either like 2, 4, maybe 6 orders, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you probably accidentally bought the shipping label like a day late or something like that. Is most likely what happened. Or you need to go tweak that merchant filled shipping template like we are talking about. You can see our full template on one of the YouTube videos, just like a merchant filled on YouTube. And then just make sure you're not over promising, basically. Otherwise, you're going to end up having to buy like really expensive shipping to meet what you're saying you can do.
I have a 3-pack product I bought, but when I scanned the ASIN, it didn't show up, but it's the exact same item on SellerAmp. There's no way I could sell them, right? Yeah, so when you scan a single pack, it's not going to pop up to the 3-pack ASIN. Yeah. But when you scan the single pack, it's going to pop up to the single pack. There's technically going to be no barcode that matches the 3-pack unless the original packaging's 3-pack, right? Which it most likely isn't. I'm a hard time on getting my first product. What else can I do? It's stressing me out. So it's not that you're having a hard time. You're just going through the ungating process, the same thing everyone else does, right? It's annoying to get denied. It's just how it works. Take a look at one of our ungating tutorials and to give you some more kind of shirt up clarity on that right there.
Yeah, just keep it rolling. Sell some auto ungated stuff while you're waiting for some of those gated opportunities too. So don't get us on a secondary listing. Yeah, you almost if there are 2 listings for the same thing, or like a 1-pack and a 2-pack that are both profitable, you're almost obligated to FBM at that point, so that you can move stock between the 2 listings and have it all in the best listing, basically, because they'll change over time, obviously. The big rule of thumb, like you're just asking about a 3-pack. I got a question about that a second ago as well. The big rule of thumb is like, if you're sending a customer something they're going to be happy receiving and you can buy it profitably, then do it. That's the game. It doesn't necessarily matter if it's like completely all, buying a 3-pack, selling a 3-pack. You can make your own multi-packs and that kind of thing as well.
Yeah. Should I do free shipping doing FBM? Yes. So when you do FBA, you don't pay individual shipping, but you do pay FBA fees, which are based on size and weight. And when you do FBM, you don't pay FBM, or you don't pay FBA fees, but you do pay individual shipping, which is based on size and weight. So you do free shipping, bake it into your cost, and then in your shipping templates, take a sec today, set them up if you haven't already. You do $0 for standard and $0 for economy orders, and then $30 plus $1 per pound for next day, 2-day, and expedited orders there. Yeah. Yep. Biggest piece of advice is really 3 things. I actually sent a email to my newsletter today. The first one is master Keepa. That's done through lots of YouTube videos and just trial and error. The second one is understand that you're very rarely going to find items profitable at the cost they show on a retailer. You're pretty much always going to make them good, right? And that comes from tax exempt and coupon codes and discounted gift cards and all those kind of things, right? And then the third one is that largely what determines the results you get in this business is the other Amazon sellers or lack thereof in your life. Right. So join our Facebook group, join our Discord, start to get around other Amazon sellers that are doing good work.
Yep. What's up, David? ChatGPT loves us. Interesting. What were you what were you looking at?
He was talking about it on the coaching calls tonight. He was
funny.
asking about retail arbitrage, and it was spitting out some of your boys' tutorials.
That's funny. That type of real estate is extremely valuable.
Yeah.
Like I've literally been making some real estate plays based on like things that it like people to reach out to, that kind of thing. So it's going to be interesting to see like how the advertising and stuff on GPT works.
What's the Facebook group called? Yeah, the Amazon Launchpad. Yeah, there's a SellerAmp one too, so you should join both of those. Yep. What are some categories to get ungated for new sellers, and are they categories that are easy to get ungated? So the nice thing is that anything that you can apply for, you can get ungated for, right? And don't see it as like a hard thing. See it as something that you just do. Right? Most categories, though, are auto-ungate, honestly. It's like beauty, auto-ungate, shoes and clothing, auto-ungate. You don't even have to apply. But then like toys, for example, you do need to submit docs to get approved for. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? It's just, how it works right there. So don't worry about like what you should ungate. Solely focus on ungating stuff that's profitable. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, essentials. That's not a real ASIN, so double check that and send us a real one. Always say thank you to ChatGPT. Yeah, just in case the robot uprising comes back, they might remember like, oh, they said thank you. Like
yeah. That's Wait,
I saw a funny article about like how much it's costing in like electricity from people just saying thank you.
Thank you.
It's like a lot. I don't want to pull the number out of nowhere, but it was kind of hilarious.
My sold 10K our first month. Love to see it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yep. So she's in the coaching program. Do you need an LLC to get tax exempt? It depends on state. Just ask ChatGPT for your specific state.
Yeah, JB, you're asking about rules for grocery items, especially like with expiration dates. Yeah, so expiration date wise, most categories are 90 days plus the expected like use life of the product. So for grocery products, usually you just want to have like 4 to 5 months of shelf life left. Which usually like the ASIN you sent me is like chips, that kind of thing. A lot of times chips and like snack cakes and that kind of thing, bread are not really good because they have a really tight expiration window via like Amazon standards. But they can be good FBM products still though, as long as customers get them unexpired.
Thanks for that. Oh yeah, crushing right there, crushing. I named ChatGPT ChatGPT. Fire. Yeah, Nicholas, if you're interested in any of the information on the coach program, man, just check a look at the link in any of my video descriptions. Can you sell refrigerator items? I bought cheese in bulk. If other people are selling it, yes, but that's probably going to be a pain to deal with and has like a super small shelf life, basically.
No reason to spam there, Chris, but sells a bunch. Bought some in April.
Ooh, that's a high level question.
It's not been more than 200 combined. So stock count could be hiding stock count. If you're going off of like looking at other people's stock count, the only thing you can trust is your own stock count data, because it'd be a weird max order quantity to set at like 200, but it's very possible that they have their stock count capped at that point. You might also see really high sales estimate for something with variations, and then most of the sales are going to other variations, which you can check on the reviews panel on SellerAmp to see like which variations actually getting the majority of the reviews and stuff like that.
How do you get expiration date for beauty products that have opening shelf life on the packaging? You can check on the brand or just put like ask ChatGPT like the typical shelf life for that kind of stuff. Best way is just asking the brand though.
Yeah, there's also, you can look up the lot numbers, which is kind of overkill unless you're like concerned about it, if it seems a little older, that kind of thing. I'm trying to remember. I was trying to find the name for you, but there's a way to look up the lot numbers for cosmetics and that kind of thing. But yeah, usually just search it, take the low estimate, and you're good to go. All
right. Well, that dude's getting a comment deleted right there. That might be that's like one of the most like wild comments we've had over the years. Yeah,
the more low IQ for sure.
Like y'all are good. Y'all are good. Is this time of year the worst time to get into selling? Nope. The worst time to get into selling is 6 months from now, because you'll miss out on 6 months of compounding gains, knowledge, network, etc. You are in charge of your success. It's not the time of the year. It's not the business model. Whatever you commit to for a while, you'll inevitably be significantly better at over time. That's going to lead to more opportunity.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of the like rookies of the year historically over the last couple of years started in like beginning of summer, spring, that kind of thing, because they like right now you still have a bunch of time to learn the basics. By the time back to school rolls around, you'll understand how to make sales, that kind of thing, so you can take advantage of a little bit of FBM season, and then that'll teach you a ton to roll into to Q4 and crush it. So now is a pretty good time to get started in terms of like the learning curve.
The closer I get to 50 pounds, the cheaper the shipping is. Just naturally, because like shipping one box is cheaper than shipping two, in most cases under 50 pounds. Like that, pretty much, yeah. Like that's the way you want to be thinking about this stuff, where I was. Yeah.
More or less. Let's see. Advice on some hazmat products. Yeah. So if you're gonna ship them, number one, if you're doing an FBA, make sure you're approved. You can just get on the wait list. And then if you are on the wait list but you're waiting to get approved, sell one via FBM, and then just make sure you follow the regulation on that. Usually it's just going to be like using the ground method, making sure it doesn't go into a plane. And then you will get boosted up the wait list if you make some FBM hazmat sales. And then you'll usually buy your shipping through Pirate Ship, because that's like the big difference is you'll still like make the shipment on box and everything like that, but Amazon doesn't want you to buy the label for hazmat through Amazon's partnered rates, that kind of thing. So you can use Pirate Ship's partnered rates.
So do you love FBA more than FBM? Definitely. Yeah. Discounted gift card. Wait, Nicholas, you haven't started selling though. Why are you worried about the discounted gift card rates, family? But yeah, you are right though. But you'd find a lot more profitable stuff if you started 6 months ago. So
I also, I
about.
was doing like 20, 30 minutes of sourcing for a video a second ago, and like found 5 or 6 extra products that were only good because of the gift cards right now, Nicholas. So it just depends on where you're looking.
Yeah. By the way, thank you for doing these lives, huh? Boom, boom, boom here. Very, very good. Do you include bubble wrap in every package for FBM? I'm not going to hold you. Definitely some Stanley cups, but zero for anything in like a poly bag, because it's a lot of like clothing and stuff. So you don't really need to worry about that right there. Cool. Yeah, of course. Now we're happy to help here. Both. Both. Yeah. Do storefront stock online? Do you retail arbitrage too? Why not both? Yep.
Sure.
How do discounted gift cards work here? So literally all you do is you just buy, a $100 gift card for $87, and then you get $13 extra to your margins. It's very simple. It seems a little confusing the first time you do it, and then more items are now profitable, right? And that really helps right there.
Yep. Create an FBM listing. So you don't need an FNSKU for FBM, which might be the first thing there, Alex. And then you'll make the FNSKUs through the shipment creation process, not when you make the listing.
Oh yeah.
You can just check out just on YouTube, just look up Boxum shipment guide, that kind of thing. Show you how to use it. We've got a lot of really fun stuff coming for you guys on that as well. Yeah. It's already the best, but we're about to be cranking it up to another level for you guys.
Cool. All right, we want to finish off with the final ASIN review here, Warner.
Yep.
All right,
we can pop this up here.
I doubt even needs a poly bag, honestly, right there. Do you just start storefront stocking from random brands? Nope, from winning proxies in our videos. Yeah, start out with winning proxies in our videos.
Yeah, or just anything that's auto-ungated for your store is a good one too, because then the people on that listing are going to be other people that are selling that auto-ungated brand and other ideas. Let's see. So Circle, I think I've sold a couple. Very new listing is my main concern. Usually listings this new will end up dropping in price a little bit. It's not private label though. The person on it has 25 feedback, and it's probably this listing from Walmart.
Pre-cut? Might be third party. Oh, it's sold and shipped by Walmart. Let's go. All right. Gangster.
26 ounces right there. I would almost guarantee that this price will drop over the next month, but see, worse, like if it goes to 35, you still make money. So like this is one of those like calculated risk kind of things. And then the only thing I would want to do is check and make sure that this is not super private label. I think I've sold some of their listings before, but you always just want to double check before you sell a new brand. I think it's just going to be Amazon. Okay, so they do sell on some of their listings, so just keep that in mind. Let's see, they're not on this one, so seems like kind of that's just like a random listing. They're on this one too, so I would be careful, but that's more worth it than the previous one we've been looking at where the brand was already on it, because the profit is there basically. But still, just keep in mind it's a little bit riskier.
Yep. Oh yeah, sold a few of those. Hell yeah. I spent 2 hours at a Marshall's and everything was gated. Luckily, you can get ungated as long as you can apply for it. You're good to go on that. And you just got to do more volume, Nicholas. You got to do more volume. Like for example, you might have gone the day after someone went in and cleaned it out.
Especially for retail arbitrage, it's very much a treasure hunt. OA is going to be tricky at first, but you're very consistently going to find more and more the more you look. Retail arbitrage is just, are you willing to go to a store and scan stuff on the right days, talking to managers, asking when new stuff goes out, that kind of thing.
Yep. How to bring more traffic to your store. You actually don't need to at all, because we're just selling listings that already have traffic. Think about it. When you go on Amazon, you never go to someone's store. You just buy who is ever in the buy box, especially on a name brand product. That's what all-in arbitrage is built on. Yeah. Cool. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Another great SellerAmp Seller Hour every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern. We both have really good content going out on our channels, Fields of Profit, Flows for Miles, as well as the SellerAmp channel. We're here to help, and let's get to it, y'all. Appreciate you guys tuning in here. Y'all have a great one.
Good vibes. You guys have a good rest of your day. Dig in a bunch of free content, that kind of stuff if you're curious on getting going.
See y'all later.